Hey everybody, how y'all doing this evening? Well, this early evening. It's about 4 o'clock. So I'm kind of hungry and I didn't want to go to the restaurant. So I said I'll come home and make me some orange chicken and some crab rangoon. So that's what we'll be making today. Uh, Give me a second, I'm gonna wash my hands. I've been wanting to go to my favorite hibachi restaurant, but since everything is closed, that's out of the question. So I said I'll just make my own. And what you guys will need will be 3 chicken breasts chopped up. I got mine chopped kind of like a medium cut. And then some of them, like I use 2 different types of chicken breasts. Let me say that first. Some of the chicken breasts that I use are kind of thick, and the other ones that I use are kind of thin. So what I did was dice them all up. So get your chicken breasts, and you can have that amount. And remember, with my recipes, you can always double up, or either you can reduce it down to half if you don't want to cook so much. So I have my chicken breast. I have in this bowl, and what you guys will need, 1/2 cup of cornstarch and 1/2 of a cup of all-purpose flour with a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I have 3 eggs beaten lightly in this bowl right here. And that's what we're gonna use to get our chicken started. Right now my pot is empty. I don't have anything in there, so I'm about to pour me some oil in there so that I could deep fry the chicken breast for the orange chicken. Now, if you don't want to use chicken breast, feel free to use chicken thighs if you want, or you can combine the two. That'll be okay too. So I'm gonna turn this pot up a little bit and get my oil in here. I'm gonna use 100% vegetable oil. I'm gonna say approximately about 2 cups. Let me get that oil inside of this pot. Just like that. That might be slightly over 2 cups, but approximately about 2 cups. Just enough so that the chicken can be submerged in the oil to deep fry it real good. Okay, so we're gonna let that warm up a little bit. Having me a glass of Pinot Grigio with a couple of slices of oranges in here. So, let's see. Now, if you guys feel like you want to put more seasoning inside of the flour batter, you can feel free to do so. It won't hurt anything. Lately, when I've been doing my recipes, I keep forgetting to put my black pepper in. So I'm about to add me some black pepper and be hopeful all my stuff don't fall out the cabinet on us. I'm just gonna add a little bit to the flour. You can also use crushed pepper. I'm not doing that because I'm taking it easy on the spicy foods for right now, but feel free to add you some crushed pepper, maybe like about a teaspoon or 1/2 teaspoon if you like a little bit of spice. So I'm gonna let my grease warm up a little bit here and get that chicken in there. Oh, for you Tupac fans, look who we represent. And this is specifically for my family members, because every time we have like a some type of family function, any type of family function, before the end of the night, there's gonna be a Tupac and Biggie argument And of course, everybody knows that I'm a ride or die Biggie fan. I think he's the all-time greatest lyricist ever. And I'm just going to be like that and say that till I ain't here no more. So that's what we represent, Biggie. Biggie Smalls in this joint. So get that grease hot. So yeah, so while I'm waiting on that, waiting on this grease to get warm, use vegetable oil or use canola oil, whichever one floats your boat. I wouldn't use olive oil because it'll burn. So you don't want to deep fry with that olive oil. So sunflower oil, canola oil, vegetable oil, anything of that nature will work out fine. So I guess I could tell y'all the ingredients for the sauce. Well, this grease is warming up and I'll actually cut that on. So we can kind of multitask in this bad boy. I got that up high, I'm gonna turn that down. So for my orange sauce, because again, we're making orange chicken and we're gonna make crab rangoon, but we're gonna do the orange chicken first. So the ingredients that I have for the orange chicken is I have 1 cup of orange juice, I have a ½ cup of sugar, I have 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of white vinegar or rice vinegar, whichever one you have, doesn't matter. I have a teaspoon of garlic. I'm using minced garlic, but feel free to use garlic powder. And in this little cup right here, I have a mixture of 1 tablespoon of cornstarch with 2 tablespoons of water. I'm going to use that as a thickener. And then I also have approximately a teaspoon of orange zest that I'm going to use in my sauce. You can use it as a garnish, but I'm using mine in my sauce. So let me get my little orange juice over here in my pot and get that going while the chicken, while the grease is warming for the chicken. So I'm just gonna pour that right on up in there. Get that orange juice in there. I'm gonna pour my ½ cup of sugar in there with that orange juice. I'm gonna put in my 2 tablespoons of soy sauce right in there. My 2 tablespoons of white vinegar because that's what I'm using. But again, feel free to use the rice vinegar if you have it. I am going to put my minced garlic in there too. Hope this spoon isn't too big. That's my minced garlic going right up in there, just like that. And that's all I'm gonna put in that sauce for now. So let's just let that do its thing. I'll give it a little stir. I'm gonna cook this for approximately 3 to 4 minutes. I'm gonna let that cook on that little heat like that. Give me a paper towel there. Okay, now I think my grease is ready, y'all. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take a couple of pieces of my chicken, drop it in that egg batter, just like that. Let that excessive egg just run on off of there. Give me a couple of more pieces right into that egg, just like that. Yep, just like that. And I'm gonna drop it right into my flour batter and mix it up a little bit with my hand. I don't know why I didn't take my bracelets off, but it's okay. Let me see. Push it back a little bit. Yep, so we want to batter that chicken up real good, just like that. And that's just that corn, cornstarch and that flour mixture, and then I put the salt in there too, just to wake up the flavor. You don't have to, you don't have to use the salt if you don't want to, because that soy sauce that I put into the sauce is gonna have some sodium in it too. So feel free to omit that if you want to. Fry my chicken pieces up here. But I like to use a little bit of salt to kind of wake up the flavors, not too much. Get that going, get my little pieces of chicken out. And then, just keep repeating that process until you get all the chicken battered. And my sauce is over there cooking too, so I'll check on that sauce in a few seconds. I'm gonna put a couple more pieces of chicken off into this grease. Because when this is done, I'm gonna be ready to eat. I'm hungry. Batter that up. I had a lot of chicken. I don't even know if I'm gonna use all of this chicken. It depends on how. If I run out of my flour mixture, then what I'll probably wind up doing is making like some pepper chicken or something like that with what's left. But for right now, we're looking good. So we get this off into the grease. Oh, and if you guys are, if you don't want to use flour, you're trying to cut the carbs, another thing that you can do is just saute the chicken breast or the chicken thighs in your grease, in the vegetable oil, canola oil, anything like that. Now, if you're going to saute it, you can use the olive oil for that because it won't require as much grease. And you won't do like a deep fry. So you'll probably use like approximately a quarter of a cup of olive oil. And that will be, you know, for like 3 or 4 chicken breasts diced up. That'll be enough oil. And then you'll still make your sauces and everything to go with it. Because everybody does not like battered orange chicken. Some people like for it to just be sauteed chicken with the orange sauce on top of it. You know, but whatever your preference is, it's fine with me. I'm going to turn my heat up a little bit higher. And I'm going in with a couple of more pieces. Yeah. And like I said, I made a lot. This was a lot of chicken. It's actually too much for me. So I am going to cut it off right there. That's going to be enough for me. And I'm going to do something else with the rest of this chicken. So. And you know what? That last couple of pieces of chicken that I just put in there, I forgot to put it in the egg batter, but we'll see what they taste like. So I definitely forgot to dip them in that egg. So we ain't gonna worry about it though, we still gonna eat it. Let me trash this and I'll be right back. Y'all know I be up in this kitchen tweaking sometimes. Let me see, okay, my sauce is looking good, y'all. I have to get these fingers clean so I'm not cross-contaminating anything up in this bad boy. Turn that sauce down a little bit. Now what I'm going to add to my sauce now is going to be my cornstarch. So remember, this is the 1 part cornstarch, 2 parts water. So I use 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of water. And sometimes if you pre-mix this like I did, sometimes the cornstarch will settle in the bottom of the container or jar or bowl or whatever it is that you're mixing it in. So just give it a nice little stir and it'll loosen back up because we're going to use this as a thickening agent. So let's get that up in there. Just like that. Oh, I want to say to 2 people in my family, Neville and to Mari, I want to say congratulations to y'all. We have 2 brand new baby girls in our family, and we are ecstatic about it. So I just wanted to say congratulations to my nephew Mari and my cousin Neville. So I know you guys are going to be the absolute best to these girls. Can't wait until they come home. All right. Okay, so we're going to let this sauce cook and let it thicken. Now, if you see pieces of cornstarch floating around in your sauce, don't worry about it. It'll break down. So because I'm actually going to cook this for an additional, maybe like 7 minutes and let everything just break down. And I'm also going to add my orange zest. Again, you have the option to put the orange zest on top of the chicken when it's done as a garnish, or either you can put it in a sauce. I personally prefer it in my sauce, just to give it that little orangey flavor. And you don't need much. Just take an orange and just zest it. Or you can buy orange zest already ready, already prepared. I'm gonna get that put in there. Just like that. That smells so good. Oh, orange kind of, anything citrusy or, well, citrusy, orange is a citrus. So anything that's like lemony, any type of lime flavor, any type of citrus, just always kind of perks me up. It smells so good. I like that. Makes you feel good. Whenever I think about food, I'm always like, I know God was thinking about love when he made food, because it's just so naturally sweet. Like, oh, I just love food. Okay, so while that chicken is cooking and this sauce is simmering, because I'm going to have that on for about another 6 minutes. I'm going to let it do its thing and get kind of thick. Maybe I'll turn it up just a little bit. Okay. I'm going to let that grease warm up. Drink a little bit of this Pinot Grigio. Okay. And get rid of this. Got my trash here. Get that cleaned up. Put this in the garbage. I don't like for it to be messy while I'm cooking, so let's get that cleaned off. Right over there. Had to grab me some more wontons just in case. I have these have been sitting out for a while, so I'm going to use the wontons, and I'm actually using vegan wontons for the vegan wraps, not wontons. I'm using vegan wraps for the crab rangoon. You know, I'm going to make a couple of cream cheese wontons, and the rest are going to be crab rangoon. So let me see if I have room. I'm gonna set my wraps right here. Move my wine over, because I don't have much counter space, so I gotta manipulate and do what I gotta do. So let me get this out of the way. I'm gonna get that out of the way, and I'm hopeful that I got enough room right here to get this crab rangoon going. Let me see. So for our crab rangoon, oh, that chicken is cooking nicely. As a matter of fact, before we get rolling with that crab rangoon, let's give this chicken a little toss here so that it's cooking thoroughly and proportionately. Yep, I like the way that's looking. Okay. Oh, my sauce is thickening up good, y'all. I need another paper towel for this over here. Gotta be careful now. You have to be careful when you're cooking with chicken so that you're not cross-contaminating anything, because that poultry will make you, that undercooked poultry will make you sick. Oh, look at that. My sauce is thickening up real good, y'all. Really, really good. I got that fresh garlic up in there. Minced pieces. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. The other ingredient that I put in here was some ginger. I used 1/4 teaspoon of fresh ginger root, and I just put it through my little mincer, smashed it, and put it right in there. I actually put it in the container with the garlic and forgot to tell y'all that it was in there. So add a little ginger to this dish, right on in that sauce. All right, y'all. So I have a package of cream cheese. This is from a crab rangoon. I have a package of cream cheese. I love water chestnuts because I like that little crispiness. I have about 1/2 cup of water chestnuts, and I have 1/2 cup of green onion. And so I'm gonna get me a fork and mash that up. Now Worcestershire sauce, I used Worcestershire or Worcestershire, whatever you guys call it. I say Worcestershire, so that's what I'm using. And use maybe like two tablespoons. You can use 1 tablespoon, but I like the taste of it, so 2 tablespoons will do. And just give it a nice mash. You know, you want to get everything combined. Just like this. Now, people be laughing at my videos trying to sabotage them, but I'm going to keep on recording. I'm going to keep on going. So, yeah. Get that mixed up in there nice. Just like that. So, my family members, they eat crab. I'm allergic to crab, though. You know, but when I make crab rangoon, I'll make it for them with the crab. And I just use the imitation crab. I have eaten it before, but sometimes the imitation crab has like 2% of crab in it, like lump crab or blue crab, and I don't want to take any chances, so I won't be eating any of that. Another thing with my wraps, I'm using the ones that I normally use for like the egg rolls, because I didn't feel like dealing with the little tedious pieces of the small wonton wraps. They're just too small and I don't feel like being bothered. So I'm just going to use the nice size egg roll wraps. I'm going to get me a little water. I could use the rest of my egg. I actually have some egg left that I can use to seal with. I was getting that water to be able to seal. You can use egg or water, but because I have egg left over from the chicken, I'll just use that egg. And it's going to be deep fried, so it's not like it'll cross-contaminate, even though I used it for the chicken. I made like a dumpling. I made one dumpling with this wonton wrap because it was breaking, and so I didn't want to throw it out, so I just kind of put it in and put my filling in the center of there. My filling, not my feelings. That is so funny. We always seem to put our feelings in the center of something, don't we? Yeah, I don't know if that's the wisest thing to do. We should probably hold on to them and reserve them a little bit before we go put them in the center of anything. But anyway, this filling, which is this filling right here, the cream cheese filling, I put it in the inside of the wonton, and I just kind of picked it up and just smashed it together. And it made like the little dumpling. But let me see. Let's try one wrap with some water. Let me hit those edges real quick. And that chicken is cooking really good. My sauce is doing good. I'm gonna turn the sauce down really, really low and just let it do its thing. And my grease is getting hot over there. That's gonna be for the crab rangoon. So let me turn that down like that. Just a little bit. I'm gonna take me a nice little amount, maybe like about a tablespoon of filling. I keep saying filling. It's filling. This must be the time for feelings. Maybe we should all be considerate of each other's feelings, you know? Take heed to that, you know? Be kinder, nicer, a little gentler when it comes to other people's feelings. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to be saying, you know? So, what I did was made like a triangle. I put that filling in there, made a triangle, and I'm just gonna kind of smash that a little bit. That's just what I'm doing. You don't have to do it. If you're using the small ones, you can just seal them up and make the triangle, and that's it. So I'm gonna sit this one right here to the side. Get me some more filling. Put it right there in the middle of this wonton wrap. Egg roll wrap, wonton wrap, whatever you want to call it. And I'm gonna make me a triangle. Y'all see I didn't use that egg yet. Oh man. I'm gonna make my triangle. I'm gonna pick my triangle up so y'all can see it. Make my little triangle. See that? And then I'm gonna take me a little bit more water. I'm just gonna go around that, seal it just like that, and just push it together. That's all. I'm just doing that because because the wonton wrap is so big. But I like that crispiness though, because I'm gonna enjoy these because they're kind of big. Let's do one more before I drop it in the grease. So we're gonna hit those edges. Let me lift this up so y'all can see. I'm actually going around the perimeter of it. You can hit the edges, but I'm going around the perimeter. And I'm gonna take my filling, put that right in there just like that. Let's make us a little triangle, just like that. Close that bad boy up. Like that. I dip my hand in that water. Please make sure that your hands are clean. Please, please, please. I can't stress that enough. You can never wash your hands too many times. I wash mine so much they get raw. I don't care. I'm going to continue to wash them so that I can remain healthy and everybody else that eats with me. So I'm going to drop this right into this grease and let that cook. I'm going to put 3 pieces in there. Can 3 pieces fit? I think 3 pieces can. My chicken is over here getting down. I got to turn that down so that don't be burnt orange chicken. So got those going. And I'm going to flip my chicken. Yeah, nice and crispy. Yes, yes, yes. This is looking good, y'all. This is looking good. I'll let y'all see in 1 second. A good way to determine if your chicken is done or not, when you're frying, especially when you're deep frying, is that it will begin to float to the top. So once it floats to the top, it's pretty much done. But I personally like for my stuff to be like a little crispy, a little well done. And so even when it's floating, I still let it cook a little bit longer. And you know what I did not get? I didn't get something that I can use to toss my chicken in when I get that sauce. When I get that sauce ready. So let me see what I have. Or maybe I can use this bowl if I'm done with this bowl. Let's get some more cream cheese wrap. So I gotta hook myself up first, you know, before I go making the crab rangoon with actual crab in it. So again, I'm going around the perimeter. I'm hitting the perimeter, y'all. I just hit it with that water. So I want y'all to see. Take that and fold it just like that. Press down all the way around. Take your other hand, wet it and press. Push them together. Don't be scared to pull on it. There you go. Just like that. It's gonna be a nice one time. Let me get my tongs and go over here and flip these crab rangoons that I have up in here. Ooh, I can't wait to taste these, y'all. I need to go over there and get my sweet and sour sauce out. Maybe we'll make some sweet and sour sauce, y'all, soon. I would like to do that. I love a good sweet and sour sauce. Okay, those wontons are just about ready. I'm not really into washing no plates today, so what I'm about to do is get a paper plate and put some paper towels on it and put this crab rangoon on there. Because this don't seem like a dishwashing kind of day to me. Anything I can keep at a minimum, I would like to, especially when it comes to chores. All right, all right, all right. We are looking good. I'm gonna let that cook a few more minutes. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I am gonna do the rest of the cream cheese with the crab. I've been trying to find this vegan crab that they have because that doesn't have like any crab in it at all, but I haven't been able to find it. So as soon as I do, though, I'll let you guys know, and then we'll try it out. So in this cream cheese mixture, which was approximately about a half a pack of the package, which is like, I think the packages are maybe 4 ounces. So I'm gonna say this is like 2 ounces of cream cheese, and you know I still have the Worcestershire sauce in there and the green onions and the water chestnuts. I love the water chestnuts. So I'm gonna mix that up like that so that it'll be chunky. I hate it when you go to the restaurant and you get crab rangoon, because I have eaten it before, because like I said, some people use imitation crab. I have one restaurant that I go to, the guy, he knows that I'm allergic to it, and so he specifically makes sure that I'm not getting crab, that like I'm always getting like the imitation crab. And so when he prepares his, he puts a lot of crab in there, and I think that's pretty cool. Because you don't want to just eat like, you know, all cream cheese. I don't mind it, but you guys may want to eat just like, you know, more crab. You want to have more crab. Okay, these are nice and golden. I'll let you guys see. See how that crab rangoon came out? Cream cheese rangoon, whatever. It's all the same, baby. I'm going to eat them all because I am hungry. I'm going to kind of burst open a little bit, but we still going to eat that bad boy. Nice and golden, you know. Crisp to it. Yeah, I'm gonna take this one out too. Okay. So if you're cooking for somebody who's allergic to crab, always do the cream cheese Rangoon first. Do those first. And let me get something so that I can take, I need to take the chicken out of that grease. Like I really, really do. I'm gonna give me a bowl to toss that orange chicken in. Let me see what I got. I'm so short. All right. I got this clear bowl, y'all. We'll use this. So I'm going to turn that down. Turning that chicken down. I'm going to take that chicken right on up out of there. I'm not even going to strain it. I'm not doing any. I'm going to strain it, but I'm not going to use like any paper towels or anything in there. Just dump it right over in that bowl. Nice and crispy. Nice golden color too, you guys. See? Nice and golden. Not burned or anything. There we go. And then I'll be able to just turn this off. I'll turn that flame completely off. And then I'm going to move that up. Now remember, my crab Rangoon grease is still cooking over here. I'm just going to set my orange chicken to the side for a second. Not much counter space. Oh my gosh. That gets on my nerves. So what I'll do. Oh, I still have one cream cheese Rangoon left. Let's get that in the grease. I'll do that. And then I'm gonna use some of this space up on my chopping board. Just like that. So now we get ready to fill. Let's get this water over here. Go around the perimeter. Let's get that perimeter like that. Now we're gonna fill this bad boy with that crab and cream cheese mixture. The good thing about using the egg roll size, the larger wraps, is that you can stuff more. When you're dealing with the crab and it's thick like that, it's lumpy like that, it's easier to close it. But when you use those little bitty wonton wraps, oh my gosh, it's like the absolute worst. Like you're just trying to stuff something in that little bitty thing. It's just too much. And they rip and it just gets on my nerves. So I prefer the larger wraps. So let's see how this one's gonna do. It's been out sitting, so let's see if that water will break it down. You can tell that the air has hit it because it's kind of bending a little bit. So let's see if that water can break it down. Without ripping it, you know, without the rips. Let's see what we got here. A nice little spoon in there. Let's see what happens. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. The only thing though is I don't think I'm not gonna be able to press that together because it's stiff. So we're gonna leave well enough alone and leave this bad boy just like that. Just have our triangle for that one. So we'll see how this one is a little softer. So we'll go around the perimeter with the water. Again, I said I was gonna use that egg, but I'm not using that egg. I'm just rolling with this water. I got a little freaked out. I don't want to cross-contaminate. Even though I know it's not going to cross-contaminate, I still got freaked out and I'm not going to use it. I don't want anybody getting sick, and I don't want to get sick. So I'm going to do just like this. Put that crab right in there. Just like that. And it looks like this wrap is trying to rip a little bit. So we'll do the same thing. Same procedure. I'm just going to make that triangle. We're not trying to do nothing fancy. I'm just gonna go here and do it like that. Let me check my other cream cheese Rangoon. Let me flip it over. Yeah, that's just about done. But watch it so that. Okay. This one isn't the prettiest, but let me see. I might be able to press this one. Press it a little bit. There we go. Not so bad. Not so bad. Got that pressed. That's probably gonna taste good too. That ugly stuff always be good. Sometimes when I'm baking cakes, and they don't come out so pretty, but they taste so good. So good. Okay, I have enough mixture to make 2 more crab Rangoons. And this was like the amount of crab that I used, that was like a half of a package. I think that package was maybe like 8 ounces or something like that. Not much, but it was kind of thick, so I didn't need all of it, just half of it. That way nothing's getting wasted. And this wrap is a little stiff too, but I'm gonna press it on up. Let me see, I might be able, this one is set so long, I think I'm gonna press it. Uh-oh. It ripped a little bit, that's okay. Yep, I pressed it, and we're okay. I'm gonna take my other, so this is my last cream cheese Rangoon. I'm taking that out, y'all. Let's drain that grease a little bit. That's sufficient enough for me. See, that's pretty. I'm gonna bang that bad boy. I'm gonna set that right there. And then my tongs, I'm gonna sit right here on the side. I'm gonna turn my grease back up. Now remember, my orange chicken sauce is pretty much ready. I just have it on a simmer. That's all, but that's ready to roll. So let's make our last wrap. Let's get that last wrap up out of there. Nice vegan wraps. We're gonna go around that perimeter with that water. Just like that. And I'm gonna take that last bit of crab mixture. That's my cream cheese and crab mixture. Get that last little bit out of there. Yep. Woo. That rug is new, so I have to be careful so I won't hurt myself. I don't want to be on the internet falling and on this video falling, because that internet will tear your ass up, boy. Those people have no mercy on you, I'm telling you. They don't care. You can be old, young, white, black, straight, gay. They don't give a damn. They will tear your ass up on the internet. And I refuse to be torn up on that bad boy. So I'm just going to continue on to make my little crab Rangoon and not fall on my mat. So here we go, y'all. Made my triangle, and then I just pressed that together. And now we good to go in this grease. Yep. And I was able to make, now of course if you use the small wraps, you can make more. So I made like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stuffed with crab, and 1, 2, 3, 4 with cream cheese. One of those with the cream cheese is kind of overly stuffed, so I could have taken less out, but that's okay because we're gonna eat it and it's gonna do the same. So, oh, maybe 6 because I still have my little dumpling. I'm gonna put that dumpling in last. Maybe we'll make some chicken dumplings, some steamed chicken dumplings, and some fried chicken dumplings, and then I'll do some vegetarian ones too. We'll do that. Let me get rid of this water. Wash my hands up real good. And, oh, those crab Rangoons, those are cooking real good. I'll get my plate ready with the paper towel. I'll get that ready in a few seconds. But for right now, what we're going to do is we're going to pour our sauce, turn the stove off, and we're going to take our orange sauce. Where's my spoon? Here we go. I got my spoon. Ooh, look at how nice and thick that sauce is, y'all. Now, that's because of that cornstarch. That cornstarch did that. Use it as a thickening agent. It has no taste. You know, you just have to make sure that you mix it really good. And I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm just going to sit it right there on the paper towel. And I'm going to pour my orange sauce right on top of this chicken. Oh, 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 oh. That looks so delicious. Oh, my gosh. Like, cooking is my favorite thing to do. Oh my God. No, love is my first favorite thing. Like, I love to love. That's my #1 favorite thing because I love God and God is love. So I love to love. My second favorite is cooking. Oh my God. And my third, which probably doesn't serve any purpose for this video, but it's to read. So I love reading. So now, let me see. I can smell that garlic, y'all. The garlic and that fresh ginger. Woo. Let me see, y'all. I want y'all to see this. Now, you don't have to cook your chicken as hard as I did, but I like mine like this because later, when I get ready to eat it, it'll still be a little crispy. Look at that. Oh, man. And it smells so good. And then there's a lot of sauce. So, you could serve this on noodles. You know, get you some rice noodles or some lo mein noodles, and you can cook them. If you guys want, I'll show you how to fry those, too. And we can do some lo mein noodles with some green onions or something. So let my crab rangoon, they're kind of doing their thing. They're just about done. Just about. I got enough room to put my, do I want to put that in? No, but I will put another crab rangoon in. Let's put another one in. Because these other ones are just about ready to come out. And so I can kind of toy around with that. I got that little space in there to do that. But if you're just learning how to cook, don't stuff your pots and pans. Like, I've been cooking for a long time, so I'm kind of maneuver a little bit, but I don't want you to mess up any of your dishes following steps like that. Like, I'm okay with cooking like this, but I want you to make sure that when you're deep frying, just have enough room for your food to cook. When you're boiling anything, just make sure there's enough room for the food. Okay, so while that is doing what it's doing, I need to wash my hands again. Wash my hands again. I'm actually gonna wash out this bowl. I'm gonna use this bowl. Today I wound up using my rice cooker because I didn't want to boil the rice on the stove. Sometimes I like the texture of the rice cooker, the texture that it gives the rice, because it will steam it and it'll steam all of the water out. Like, there's no water left in there at all. So I kind of like that, you know, for certain dishes, especially when I'm making like an Asian dish. I like for that water to be completely out of there. So I'm getting my little bowl ready here. And I'm just going to sit it up on the counter right there. And yeah, so I use like maybe 2 cups of rice and 1 cup of water. And that's because I use the rice cooker. So this rice is nice and stiff, just like I like it. See, I like for it to be dried out like that. I'll probably keep some of this and make like some chicken fried rice too. So I'm gonna give me a couple of spoons of rice. So out of here, you know. Yeah, see, now I like the way that looks. Where is my lid? Here it is. So yeah, so see, look at that rice. See, it's nice and dried out. I like that. There's no moisture in there at all. Turn my crab rangoons up a little bit. And I'm gonna spoon some of my orange chicken right on top of this rice. I'm gonna have to let this cool a little bit, y'all, because this stuff is hot. Nah, look here. I'm not trying to be on nobody's mean, baby. Give me some of that. A couple of pieces of that. That's enough chicken. But I'm gonna get some more of this sauce though. That sauce looks so good. Give me a little bit of that sauce on there. And I'm gonna also garnish my orange chicken with a little bit of green onion. Now remember I said you can garnish with the orange zest if you want to. I love green onion. So this is gonna be good. And I know what else I'm probably gonna put on mine too that you guys can do, or you can or you don't have to. But because it's a sweet dish, I am going to add a little bit of soy sauce on mine when I get ready to eat it. So let me see what I got here. I got some low sodium soy sauce too. I hope all my stuff don't fall down. I got like this cabinet is like super stuffed. Like, oh my God. Voila, I was able to get it. Excuse me. Have a little aspirating going on there. All right. Excuse me, y'all. So now, my rangoons are just about done. Just about. I'll probably be taking all of these out at the same time. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that grease is doing its thing. Okay, everything is cooking. There we go. Okay. And so I'm gonna need a fork. I'm gonna need a fork. And I'm not gonna put this soy sauce on everything, y'all. I'm just gonna put it on like a little portion of it so that I can see what my finishing product tastes like without the soy sauce. And then I'll eat some soy sauce on there as well. So let's get a couple of little, just a little bit. Maybe. Okay, that's enough. Not even a full teaspoon. Put that right there. All right, Crab Rangoon, let me get your plate ready. Excuse me. Okay. Put that right there. I'm starting to feel that slight little buzz from that Pinot Grigio. All right. And let me get some sweet sour sauce, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay, got me a little sweet and sour sauce so that when I'm ready, I am ready. Let me take this piece of Crab Rangoon out. That, you know, it's done because it was starting to burst. Yeah, I got this baby out. This one is pretty, nice and golden, nice and stuffed. You know, that one out. Pull these out just like that. Yep, they are ready. Nice. I kind of figured I was going to be putting them all out around the same time. They were kind of cooking evenly. Last one. Voila. Got those ready. I'm just going to set these to the side. Y'all saw what those look like. Y'all know I'm not getting ready to try those because I got the crab in there, so that's not going to work for me. So I'll set these on the table. Okay, y'all. Oh, I forgot that little dumpling. Let's put that dumpling in there. I'll just let it do its thing. Let that dumpling go on and cook. Then we'll have to throw it out. All right. So let's see, y'all. Let's see what's going on here. I hope this stuff is not still hot. Let me see. I think it's okay. Look at that. Nice orange chicken. You like that color? Nice and rich. That sauce is kind of thick. I like that. So let's give it a try. I want me a little bit of onion too. Let's see. If it's too hot, y'all, I'm going to spit this junk out. I don't care nothing about being on camera, about that part. Because if it's hot, I'm not getting ready to kill myself. Mmm. Mmm. A bigger piece of chicken. Okay. The ginger is really, really good. Now, remember I used a half a cup of sugar and the orange juice. It's sweet, but not overwhelmingly sweet. This is really, really good. I like this. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. That's so good. Okay. Mm. I know y'all be going to those other people to get y'all orange chicken, but I'm not gonna say their name. I'm just saying you might want to call me. This is so good. My rice is just right. Okay. Just give me a second. Okay, y'all. Remember that onion garnish? Oh my God. This is good. So now I need to try my cream cheese and Rangoon. I still got my little dumpling cooking here. Let me turn my dumpling, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna use, I gotta put it on the bottle here. So I'm gonna take my cream cheese Rangoon. I'm gonna give me a little bit of sweet and sour sauce. Just a little bit. I'm gonna break this open so y'all can see. So this is the one that doesn't have any crab or anything in there, but it has the green onion and it has the water chestnuts that I love. You can also add carrots if you guys want to, some shredded carrots. I do that sometimes. And let's see what that tastes like. Mmm. Mmm. The water chestnuts give it the right amount of crunch, you know? So it's not like just mush. You're not just eating mush. It's like it has that crunch in there, and then the crispiness from the wrap. Mmm. Mmm, mmm, mmm. I can't wait till outside opens back up. I need to go to yoga. I need to go work out. I need to do a bunch of stuff because if I don't, I'm gonna be like morbidly obese. But in the meantime, I'm gonna eat this food, and I'm gonna keep on loving, and I'm gonna keep on being loved on, and I'm gonna enjoy this good food, and I'm gonna do all things that are good. I want y'all to enjoy the rest of y'all evening. Have a good night. Be peaceful. I'm gonna take this other dumpling out. This dumpling, y'all, it's gonna burn if I don't take it out now. Let me take that lid off. Oh yeah, he ain't gonna burn. He done burn. Let me show y'all. Oh baby, look at him. But he crispy though. Somebody might want to eat him. But anyway, y'all know I'm about to get ready to bang this food. So I want y'all to have a good night. Enjoy yourselves. Please be safe. Be peaceful, kind, and loving to one another. That's it. Deuces.